pennies to profits. Small budget investing strategies for 2024. Think investing is only for the rich and famous. Think again. In 2024, you can start building your wealth with just a few bucks in your pocket. Hey there, welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving into the world of investing for beginners on a budget. So, grab your piggy banks and let's get started. Now, before we jump in, let's address the elephant in the room. You might be thinking, investing? Me? But I'm not rolling in cash. Well, here's a little secret. You don't need to be a millionaire to start investing. In fact, in 2024, it's easier than ever to begin your investment journey with just a few dollars. Let's look at some numbers. Did you know that in 2023, over 50% of Americans under 35 were investing in the stock market? That's right, half of the young adult population is already in the game. And guess what? Many of them started with small budgets just like you. So why should you care about investing? Well, imagine your money as a tiny seed. When you invest, you're planting that seed in fertile soil. Over time, with the right care and conditions, that seed can grow into a mighty oak tree of wealth. Sounds pretty good, right? Now let's break down how you can start your investment journey, even if your budget is tighter than skinny jeans on a sumo wrestler. 1. Set clear goals. First things first, you need to know where you're going. Are you saving for a down payment on a house, planning for retirement, or maybe you just want to build a nice little nest egg? Whatever your goal, write it down. Studies show that people who write down their goals are 42% more likely to achieve them. That's like giving yourself a superpower. But don't just write down, "I want to be rich." Be specific. For example, "I want to save $10,000 for a house down payment in 5 years," or "I want to have $500,000 in my retirement account by age 65. These specific goals give you something concrete to work towards. 2. Start small. Think big. Remember, every journey begins with a single step. In the investing world, that step can be as small as $5. Yes, you heard that right. Many online brokers now offer accounts with no minimum deposit. It's like being invited to a fancy dinner party and being told you can bring whatever you can afford, even if it's just a single grape. Let's say you start with just $5 a week. That's $260 a year. Not impressed? Well, if you invested that $260 every year for 30 years and earned an average annual return of 7%, which is the historical average of the stock market, you'd end up with over $26,000. And that's if you never increase your contributions. Imagine if you gradually increased your investments as your income grew. 3. Consistency is key. Here's where the magic happens. Set up automatic transfers from your checking account to your investment account. Even if it's just $10 a week, that's $520 a year. Over time, thanks to the power of compound interest, that could grow into a significant sum. It's like planting multiple seeds and watching a whole forest grow. Let's break down compound interest for a second. It's basically interest on interest. If you invest $100 and earn 10% interest, you now have $110. Next year, you earn 10% on $110, not just your original $100. Over time, this snowball effect can lead to exponential growth. It's like a financial snowball rolling down a hill, getting bigger and bigger. 4. Utilize employer-sponsored plans. If your job offers a 401k plan, jump on it like a cat on a laser pointer. Many employers will match a percentage of your contributions. That's free money, folks. It's like your boss handing you an extra paycheck just for being smart with your money. Let's say your employer matches 50% of your contributions up to 6% of your salary. If you make $50,000 a year and contribute 6%, $3,000, your employer will add another $1,500. That's an immediate 50% return on your investment. Where else can you get that kind of guaranteed return? 5. Embrace micro-investing apps. Welcome to the 21st century, where you can invest your spare change with just a tap on your phone. Apps like Acorns or Stash round up your purchases to the nearest dollar and invest the difference. It's like finding money in your couch cushions, but instead of just buying a candy bar, you're buying a piece of your financial future. For example, if you buy a coffee for $3.50, these apps will round up to $4 and invest the $0.50 difference. It might not seem like much, but if you make 20 transactions a week, that's an extra $10 invested. Over a year, that's $520, the same as setting aside $10 a week. 6. Fractional shares, your ticket to the big leagues. Ever wanted to own a piece of Amazon or Google, but thought it was way out of your budget? Well, fractional shares are here to save the day. Instead of buying a whole share, you can buy a fraction of a share. It's like being able to buy a slice of pizza instead of the whole pie. Suddenly, those expensive stocks are within reach. Let's say Amazon is trading at $3,000 per share. With fractional shares, you could invest $30 and own 1% of a share. This allows you to diversify your portfolio even with a small amount of money. Instead of putting all your eggs in one basket, you can spread your investments across multiple companies. 7. Low-cost index funds and ETFs. The buffet special. Warren Buffett, one of the greatest investors of all time, recommends low-cost index funds for most investors. These funds give you exposure to a broad range of stocks or bonds, spreading out your risk. It's like ordering a sampler platter at a restaurant. You get a taste of everything. Index funds and ETFs typically have lower fees than actively managed funds. Why does this matter? Well, fees eat into your returns. If two funds both earn 7% per year, but one charges 1% in fees and the other charges 0.1%, that 0.9% difference can add up to tens of thousands of dollars over decades of investing. 8. Robo-advisors, your personal investment butler. If you're feeling overwhelmed, robo-advisors are here to help. These digital platforms use algorithms to manage your investments based on your goals and risk tolerance. It's like having a super smart robot friend who's really good with money. Robo-advisors typically charge lower fees than traditional financial advisors. They can automatically rebalance your portfolio, reinvest dividends, and even provide tax loss harvesting for taxable accounts. It's like having a full-time investment manager for a fraction of the cost. 9. Dollar cost averaging, timing the market is. So 2023, instead of trying to guess the perfect time to invest, use dollar cost averaging. This means investing a fixed amount regularly, regardless of market conditions. Sometimes you'll buy when prices are high, sometimes when they're low, but over time, it tends to even out. It's like surfing. You can't control the waves, but you can learn to ride them. This strategy takes the emotion out of investing. You're not trying to time the market or make decisions based on fear or greed. You're simply sticking to your plan through bull markets and bear markets alike. 10. Reinvest those dividends. When you receive dividends from your investments, don't be tempted to cash them out for a shopping spree. Instead, reinvest them. It's like planting the seeds from your apple tree to grow more apple trees. Before you know it, you'll have a whole orchard. Reinvesting dividends can significantly boost your returns over time. For example, from 1960 to 2021, the S&P 500 returned about 6.8% per year without dividends. But with dividends reinvested, the return jumps to about 10.5% per year. That difference can mean hundreds of thousands of dollars over a lifetime of investing. 11. Keep learning. The investment world is always changing, so keep educating yourself. Read books, attend webinars, listen to podcasts. Knowledge is power, and in this case, it's also money. Some great books for beginners include The Simple Path to Wealth by J.L. Collins, The Little Book of Common Sense Investing by John Bogle, and The Intelligent Investor by Benjamin Graham. These books can give you a solid foundation in investing principles. 12. Stay the course. Remember, investing is a marathon, not a sprint. There will be ups and downs, but stay focused on your long-term goals. It's like climbing a mountain. The view from the top is worth the journey. Now, I know we've covered a lot, but don't feel overwhelmed. You don't need to do everything at once. Start with 1 or 2 strategies and build from there. The most important thing is to start. Before you go, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and ring that notification bell for more financial tips.